Within the corporation accounting Excel practice problems only, we will have Excel practice problems along with step-by-step instructional videos for corporation problems. Those accounting problems, focusing in on the area where corporations differ from the other types of entities, typically being in the equity section. This course will focus on the Excel worksheets portion of our materials. We do have other materials, including presentations. We have the Excel worksheets and we have the practice test questions. We could see these all in one course, which I do recommend if we're new to this topic, because then we can chunk this out in a piece-by-piece format, looking at the presentations, then working through some problems within Excel and taking a look at some test questions on a piece-by-piece format. If, however, we would like to see this information broken out into its separate components so that we can see, for example, the presentations and go through them without having the other resources be in the way, we can do so. And that's really good if we just want to review the topic in more of a passive fashion, or if we want to review it, say, on a phone or something like that, and take in the information without having to have the other types of other resources getting in the way. If we want to look at just the Excel problems, as we can see in this course, and get right down to the work, this is where people really pick up the most information, actually working through the problems. These will include two tabs typically on the Excel worksheet. One that'll have the answer to it, so you can see how it's formatted. The second will have a pre-formatted worksheet that you can then enter the information along with step-by-step instructional videos. We also have resources related to test questions, typically being multiple choice questions, as well as short calculation test questions and essay test questions. And that resources are going to be really good if we just want to review or get an idea what the type of test questions can be. Note that these two resources are really geared towards understanding the material in more of a real world and a theory and a real world practice type of way. The test questions are going to be what we need to practice for test taking, because test taking skills are a skill in and of themselves. And the problems, of course, with a multiple choice question will differ from theory or just in terms of more expansive types of questions. What will we learn? We're going to be learning corporation accounting. We're going to do some problems related to corporation accounting within Excel. The topics that we'll be looking into will be common stock, issuing common stock. We'll be looking at dividends. What will be the recording of dividends? How do we record dividends? What does that do to the financial statements? What's the journal entry? We'll take a look at the calculation of preferred stock. What is treasury stock? The closing process for a corporation. How do you close out at the end of the month or year? And the statement of stockholders' equity. Who will we be learning from? We'll be learning from a certified public accountant, someone who has a chartered global management accountant designation, someone who has a master's of science in taxation and is a certified post-secondary instructor, as well as curriculum development expert, someone who has experience putting together courses, putting together series of courses of a technical nature, and or courses that need to be in a linear fashion to some degree, taught in some type of order in such a way that students can get from them what they want. Please join us for Corporation Accounting Excel Practice Problems. It will be great.